So I got these Apple AirPod Max a few months ago. They're a feature-packed over-the-ear headphone. They look good and they sound great. And I'd probably say that they're my favorite headphones. But something I've been asked is whether it's a good idea to actually wear them in the gym. So I just want to explore whether these actually work well in the gym environment and if you should actually buy them if you're intending to use them in the gym. Now, I know they aren't designed to be a sports headphone at all. It's not labeled anywhere that they're a sports headphone. I get it, but I'm just looking to find out if the average person can get away with using them in the gym without causing permanent damage and also without voiding the warranty on them, because I hope none of you ever know the pain of getting an Apple item fixed that isn't covered under the warranty, that has been broken because of your own wrongdoing. So let me say this as well. I'm not telling you to do any of these things. If you void the warranty on your headphones while you're in the gym, I'm not responsible, so do so at your own risk. I have to say this as well, I bought these with my own money. No third party has asked me to do this review. I've got my pair here and I'm going to test them out. I've also put chapter markers on this video so you can skip to whatever question you want to go to straight away. So, as a brief overview, the AirPod Max are Apple's first ever professional over-ear headphones. The components inside are of a very high quality and the sound quality you get out of them is really impressive. Now, I personally own a lot of headphones and earbuds that I've used over the years, both doing reviews on this channel and just being a person who likes good sound quality. And these are probably in my top 2 favorites, just because they do everything so well. Not to mention, the noise cancelling on them is really impressive. But as you probably know, they're not cheap headphones. They're headphones I really take good care of, so I don't wear mine in the gym at all. It's never even been an idea that I've entertained in the slightest. Another thing I really like about them is that they can double up as wired headphones too. You of course need to buy an extra cable for this luxury, but it's always good to know that you have that option if they run out of battery power on a long journey. I'm not going to focus too much on how much I like the sound quality or what features they have. I'm solely going to focus on using these in the gym. So let's get down to the first question. How do they handle sweat and moisture? The first thing that comes to mind when thinking about headphones you wear in the gym is whether they can handle sweat. I've got wireless over-ear headphones that I've literally had for years that aren't advertised as gym or sports headphones, but I have worn them in the gym and sweated in them without having any problems at all. Now, these AirPods Max are not labeled as sweat resistant or waterproof in any way. I wore them for about an hour of cardio 3 times in the week and they did get somewhat sweaty and the performance wasn't hindered in any way. I suppose that's a good sign. I think you would get away with it for a while, but long term it might be likely that they could malfunction if you wear them for sweaty cardio sessions on a regular basis. It's important to mention that the ear pads themselves aren't designed to handle large amounts of sweat. They kind of soak up everything like a sponge and they become really damp and uncomfortable to wear. The ear cushions can be replaced if they became super soaked in sweat, I guess, but it doesn't protect the insides of the headphones from getting moisture damage. I think whether a headphone that isn't labeled as sweat-proof malfunctions due to moisture damage or not comes down to the build. Some headphones have cushioning that is thick so the user's sweat doesn't even touch the electronics inside. Another factor that can play a part is how much the user actually sweats in his or her head area too. The cushioning on these AirPods Max is designed to be breathable and comfortable for the user, but it isn't designed to be moisture wicking or sweat resistant or anything like that, so they aren't going to handle sweat very well. Now, before we move on to the next section, I just wanted to say, if this video has been helpful to you so far, it would be really cool if you just hit that like button so that this video can spread to more people and I can of course make more videos like this. So the next question is, can you wear the AirPods Max in the sauna? This may sound like a silly question, but many people do ask it, and the answer is no. There was a significant difference after just one session. The sound quality began to diminish quite badly and they became very hot. Obviously not a good idea. After I took them out and turned them off for about an hour, they were fine, but still, not a good idea. You may get away with it for a few times, but the components inside are not designed to work optimally at sauna temperatures. I've not opened them up myself or seen the components inside, but there may be glue holding some parts together that 125 degrees sauna heat could loosen up over time and render these headphones useless. So I definitely not recommend that. Can you wear the AirPods Max in the shower? The answer is no, you can't wear them in the shower because they'd be likely to stop working. I didn't test them in the shower because I know exactly what's going to happen. They're not labeled as being waterproof in any way, so if you want to keep the sound quality at its best, just don't do it. You can pay extra to get warranty cover or Apple Care cover for liquid damage, but that doesn't mean that you should use them in the shower. If your heart is set on a pair of over-ear headphones to wear while you work out, I have suggested 3 really good alternatives that I'll put in the description below, so do check them out. Let's go on to the next question. Do they stay on your head? Now, this is a common question that's usually asked when it comes to earbuds. Of course, there's more opportunity for a small earbud to fall out of your ear and get lost. I've tested quite a few of them on this channel. Over-ear headphones are of course going to stay on your head a lot better than an earbud would. It would take a lot of unnatural movement to get these off your head. But there are a few moves that could maybe make them more likely to fall off your head. Maybe if you're using battle ropes, or if you're doing anything that requires you to raise your arms over your head, maybe a medicine ball slam or even pull-ups maybe. But during my workouts for this test, I was completely fine. They fit snugly and did not cause concern that they would slip off my head at all. I even skinned the cat on the Olympic rings and hung upside down. They didn't shift or feel like they were about to fall off my head at all. So top marks for that. But to be honest, I didn't expect them to fall off anyway. So to wrap up, I genuinely think these are great sounding headphones. There's no denying that. But when it comes to wearing these for working out, I personally don't think that it's a good idea. With these not being sweatproof or waterproof, it is a big deal, and water ingress can make them stop working. In comparison, I know they're not over-ear headphones, but my AirPods Pro earbuds have performed pretty well for me. They've handled rain and sweat pretty well without losing their functionality, so I'd recommend them as a better option for headphones you can wear to the gym. But if your heart is set on over-ear headphones, as mentioned, I have suggested 3 top picks that I think would be much more suitable alternatives. Go check them out before you pull the trigger on these AirPods Max. Do you wear AirPods Max in the gym, or are you thinking of buying some for yourself? Let me know in the comments below. So with that being said, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.